kasama, natapos na natin yung online lesson, online delivery ng lesson. Ngayon, sasabihin namin sa inyo kung ano yung mga preparations na ginawa namin para magkaroon ng isang online delivery of lesson. Okay? So, Sir Mark, ano yung una nating prepare? Basic preparation ng online delivery ng lesson.
Actually, ang most important lang, syempre yung laptop natin para sa pagtuturo. And then, siguro maganda yung medyo magandang quality ng camera. Pero okay lang naman din kung kasi ang naging problem ko dito sa laptop ko, medyo hindi updated yung camera niya. So medyo naghahang. And then another thing, siguro pag mga demonstration, aside from dun sa laptop mo nakatutok sa camera mo, meron ka pa isang camera na nakatutok sa hands mo for demonstration such as art activities. And then ano pa ba? Yung lightings, na lang yung additional na lang yan. Kung hindi sapat yung light na room or yung light ng venue na gagawin mo ng online class, siguro kailangan mo ng lighting. Mas maganda siguro kung ring light yung yung gamitin. So, pa. Ito yung para mas maging appealing sa bata. So, background. Nirelate din sa topic, which is Kalinga. Then gumawa rin kami ng background na Kalinga yung inspired. Tapos nandito sa tabi ko yung mga icons, cultural icons para ipakita, yung mga realia para ipakita sa bata. So usually dito ko sa camera, sa cellphone, na nakatutok sa kamay ko, pinapakita yung mga textile, yung mga crafts. And then dito ako nagtuturo sa laptop. Yung basic na.
So yung materials sa laptop.
Then yung mga materials, kailangan na medyo organized. Yun lang naging nakita kong organized lang ng konti kasi medyo makalat siya. Pero I think yun talaga yung magiging natin kung pupuso natin yung online class.
Okay. Thank you Sir Mark sa pag-share ng inyong talent. Ulitin ko lang yung mga preparations na ginawa ni Sir Mark. Unang-una siyempre yung laptop. So, kakaiba kasi kapag mabilis ang laptop mo, mabilis ang internet mo, yung pangalawa, internet. So, kailangan maganda rin ang camera. Okay? So, bukod sa laptop, meron pa daw ang sinasuggest ni Sir Mark dahil sa experience ngayon, kailangan pa ng isang siguro camera or cellphone para halimbawa may art activity katulad dito, doon nakatutok yung isang camera. Okay, so hindi lang laptop, meron pang isang camera.
Standy.
Yun, yung may stand, camera stand, microphone stand, yun ang mga kailangan mo.
Pwede naman kayo mag-create ng sarili nyo kahoy.
Kung ano lang yung mga yung kaya na nandyan, pwede nating improvise. Okay? Yung pang-apat is yung lights at additional lang kapag hindi maganda yung ilaw sa loob ng classroom, magdadagdag tayo ng ring light. Dito, gumamit tayo ng floodlight kaya masyado kasing maliwanag. Tinakpan namin ng bond paper para maging soft lang yung ilaw ng Tapos yung realia, yung background para maging appealing yung lesson, nandun yung mga gamit, mga icons na ginagamit ng ating mga kapatid na mga ipugaw sa Kalinga. Okay? So, yun lang mga kasama ang konting preparation o konting preparation mo para maging successful ang ating pagtuturo ng online. Okay? So, napansin nyo naman kanina, ulitin ko lang, yung online delivery ng lesson, kailangan meron yung online content self-paced learning. Number 2, live conferences. Number 3, of course, yung collaboration. Assessment, number 4. And number 5, yung enrichment work using supplementary materials. So nakita nyo naman kanina, binigay ni Sir Mark yung mga supplementary through Genyo, yung mga activity. meron din silang isasubmit through Genyo na rin. Okay, yung LMS na ginagamit natin dito sa school. Of course, at yung ginagamit namin sa MAPE, yung process, yung approach namin, yung since art yung lesson niya, unang-una yung art appreciation, number 1. Number 2, yung art history. Number 4, art criticism. And of course, number 4, yung art production. Okay? So, napansin ninyo na kompleto naman ni Sir Mark itong mga ingredients na ito, kaya masasabi natin na successful yung kanyang turo ayon dun sa mga evaluation ng mga bata. Okay? So ang ano naman ng mga bata, evaluation lang, medyo hindi ko alam kung saan ang slow connection. Slow connection ni Sir Mark o ng bahay sa ng mga bata. Okay? So meron pangalawang evaluation yung mga bata, parang mas may time daw sila na parang nakafocus yata sila masyado kapag online. Hindi ko naitanong kung ano yung mas may time daw sila sa lesson. At ang pangatlo, very flexible ang activity. Okay? Sana. Okay, yon ang kanyang hiling ng bata. Sana mas maging flexible ang mga activity. Okay, yan lang mga kasama. Sana nakapulot tayo ng konting aral dito sa online delivery ng lesson ni Sir Mark. Okay? Maraming salamat. See you next time. Okay, good morning sa atin lahat. Ngayon magkakaroon tayo ng demo teaching. Okay? So demo teaching, ang magiging lesson natin ay it's all about the Philippine culture. Particularly sa norte ang Kalinga. Okay? Then of course, Sir Mark will be elaborating regarding Kalinga. The history of Kalinga. Of course, mayroong pagpapaliwanag doon regarding the art appreciation. Okay, dito sa art appreciation, of course, sasabihin ni Sir Mark dito yung tungkol sa... Okay, so regarding the art appreciation, he will be presenting the cultural icons. Like, of course, ano yung mga nakikita doon sa Kalinga? So like for example, yung mga textiles na nakadikit sa background natin, yung mga yan, may mga meaning ang mga yan. So he will be representing regarding the history of those things, just for the students to appreciate it, to appreciate art. Okay? Okay, so meron din part doon sunod is the art criticism. Okay, ang una is art appreciation, tapos art history, pangatlo is art criticism. Sa part na ito, the students will be given chance to criticize. Bakit ganun ang itsura ng mga textiles? Bakit ganun ang mga cultural icons ng Kalinga natin? Okay? So, bibigyan sila ng sariling magbibigay sila ng mga sarili nilang opinion. Bakit ganun ang mga nakikita sa Kalinga? So, sa pamamagitan ng ganitong kaparaanan, of course, ma-motivate yung ating mga estudyante na mag-isip kung ano yung mga pinanggalingan ng bawat isa sa atin. Okay, ang pang-apat is the art production. So, yun yung magiging activity. So, may mga activity na gagawin ang mga students just to appreciate regarding the art of Kalinga. Okay, so yun yung apat na yan. So, ang apat na yan ay present discipline-based art education. Okay? Okay, ang isa pa is yung kapag online, kailangan present itong limang ito. Ang unang-una ay of course, yung online content mo, yung self-paced learning na tinatawag nila. Okay? So, meron ka bang live conferences, yan, pangalawa. Pangatlo, of course, online collaboration, paano mo isasagawa. Of course, meron din online assessment, yan ang pang-apat. At ang panglima, paano mo gagawin din ang enrichment work using supplementary materials. Okay? So, yun yung ating titignan ngayon sa demo ni Sir Mark. Okay? Maraming salamat. Uumpisahan na natin ang pagde-demo ni Sir Mark.
The signal whenever I need to talk to you using your microphone. And also you can, if I ask you a question, you can recite using our chat box. If the connection is not steady. Hey, so this online class with the first part of our class, which is the art appreciation. Let's just wait for the slide presentation to show in your monitors. Kindly turn off all your microphones first. Okay, so first, we have this image, and I want you to analyze the image that I am showing you right now. Can you describe this particular craft? Okay, Eman says it's colorful. Yes, it's colorful. What are the colors, the dominating colors that you can see in this particular craft? As well as detailed in terms of textile. Okay, very good. You have an idea that this is a textile. It has patterns. What kind of pattern do you see, Helena? How will you describe this kind of pattern? Other answers from other students. What do you call this kind of line? Yes, any other answers? Okay, as we can... What have you observed on this particular craft? Anyone? Okay, where do you usually see this kind of craft? I know for some you're calling it as basket. So what do you think is the function of basket? Anyone can answer on chat box. Okay, to carry items, yes. According to Eman, it is used to carry items. What kind of items do you think they are putting inside this basket? Any answers from other student? Okay, food products. Okay. Food products, yes. Some of the baskets are made to carry food products or vegetables or fruits. How about the other answers? Okay. Sige. So now we proceed with another artwork or cultural icon. Okay, let's just wait for a few seconds. Okay. So next on our cultural icon, it's colorful according to Helena. Yes, it's colorful. How about the others? Okay, garments and handcrafted. Okay, do you think it is handcrafted? Okay, later on we will know if it is really handcrafted or not. Okay, garments that are handcrafted. Okay, so these are what we call in general term, this is what we call the accessories or ornaments. Okay, so later on we will discuss what kind of ornaments are these or what kind of accessories are these. The last one, okay, let's just wait for a few seconds for you to be able to see what is in the monitor or what is in the slide presentation. Okay, so what do you think it is? Okay, tattoos that may symbolize strength and beauty. Yes. Okay. So you have an idea that it is a tattoo. Okay, this is an example of tattoo. Okay. How about this one? What can you say about this woman with lots of tattoo in her skin? What do you think is her social status, or what do you think she's representing? Okay, an elder, possibly a woman warrior of her tribe. Okay, according to Eman, it is an elder or possibly warrior of her tribe because of his tattoo. And most of the connotations nowadays, whenever you have a tattoo, you are brave. You know? Okay, so let's proceed now with our discussion. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the Kalinga arts and crafts. So most of the cultural icons that I have shown you earlier are from the tribe of Kalinga. Okay, Kalinga is a tribe in Luzon Highlands. Okay, so the objectives for our lesson, let's just wait for a few seconds. Okay, for you to be able to read the objectives. Okay, now, appreciate the artifacts and art objects in terms of their uses and their distinct use of art elements and principles. Earlier, I'm asking you, what do you think are the elements or the principles being used in different cultural icons? Okay, so later we will further go deeper beyond those elements that is applied in different Kalinga arts and crafts. Next, analyze elements and principles of art in the production of one's craft inspired by the arts of Kalinga, specifically the arts of Kalinga. After appreciating, we'll be analyzing the different elements and what are the purpose of these designs. Okay, then we will create artwork guided by local traditional techniques of Kalinga tribe. So later during our art production. History of Kalinga tribe. Let's just wait for a few seconds for you to be able to see the slide. Okay, these are the Kalinga people. Okay, the Kalinga tribes are known for their weaving, their clothing, their basketry, and their making their designs. So Kalinga textiles are characterized by dominant red stripes. I have shown you earlier. Those are the textile characterized by dominant red stripes. The red stripes represents their distinct characteristic used for Kalinga textile. Okay. So, I'll ask you another question. You can open your mic if you want to answer. Okay. What can you say again with the Kalinga textile? Or how will you describe the Kalinga textile? What are the images that you can see in Kalinga textile? Or the art elements and principles? Anyone, you can open your mic if you want to answer. Hello? Okay, sige. I'll proceed with the chat na so that we can see. Okay, it has dominant red stripes. Okay? Numerous lines, that's the Kalinga for being a brave tribe. Okay. What else can you see in this pattern? Okay. As you can see in this pattern, they are using zigzag lines. What do you think zigzag lines represents in their culture or in their tradition or in their textile making? Okay, it may symbolize the tranquil skies and the crops. Okay, you're close to the crops because okay, for the color green, and let's zoom in the image. Okay, the zigzag lines represents the mountainous part of Luzon. Okay, and then the green represents the plant of rice, and then the yellow it represents the harvested rice from the field. Okay, so yun yung nagre-represent dun sa ating Kalinga textile. The white leaves that you can see, the white plants, if we zoom in more further, kaya lang medyo blurred na. White designs or white leaves represents the coffee, because one of the major products of Kalinga is coffee. So yun nagre-represent sa white. And then the ornaments of shells. Okay. Then the red stripes. So those are the these designs are from the Kalinga textiles. Are passed from generation to another generation. Pieces of Kalinga people. Historians believe that Kalinga collections can be traced back to Philippines, the global trade of beads to the Philippines. Okay, so when we trace back the history, the merchants from China, India, and from any other countries, they are trading these beads. Most of them are made of metals, porcelain, silks, stones, woods, and handcrafted, as Eman said earlier. It is handcrafted. Beads also represents their properties. I think the smaller beads represents the small properties, then the bigger beads represents the bigger properties. So compare it to other country, it looks like Jamaican style of if you're familiar with the reggae type of music, or the Jamaican music or the Jamaican people, most of their design are also like this. Like, my idol is Captain America. I will put Captain America on my shoulder because he's my idol. He's my hero character. Or I want to put the name of my daughter or son or brother or mother. This is just for my personal connection. But in Kalinga, they have meanings. You're not just doing tattoos just for the sake of you wanted to put aesthetic on your body. Okay? It has cultural meanings. Okay. So these are the old men from Kalinga. Okay. What do you think the pattern represents if we look at this closer? Later I will go to your chat box and see your answers. I want you to observe properly. And I'll give you enough. Okay. Yes, you're right. It symbolizes warrior status. So, if we look at the history, most of the headhunters or the warriors they have used ink similar to what Apo Wang Od is using. Actually, Eman, our featured artist today, will be Wang Od or Apo Wang Od. Okay. So most of her designs, let's just wait for a few seconds. And most of her designs, the long life, spiritual messenger, protection and protection guide. Now let's look at the other symbols. Okay. So obviously that's the symbol for harmony and unity, holding hands. Okay. Day and night, or hourglass, or what we call rice mortar. These are okay. Have you noticed how the people use the different art elements in their artworks? What have you discovered about the history of our people after studying the folk arts of Kalinga? And how has art changed through time? Shared vlogs later. Okay? I want you to prepare your needed materials. Okay? So, I want you to prepare your oil pastel, stick. I want you to prepare your stick, your materials. Then look at your shared vlogs to see the different Kalinga art designs. Okay. You may have your 1/2 Oslo paper or 1/4 Oslo paper. It's up to you on how big you want to create your artwork. Okay. So we'll now proceed with the activity. Okay. We're calling it as the etching art. Now for the criteria, proceed with the demonstration of the art activity. So first we have I want you to choose any color aside from black, aside from the dark colors. And I want you to apply it on the whole space of your Oslo paper. So see, I'll demonstrate to you. Is the red, green, yellow. And I'll be using that. The art production while I'm demonstrating it. And later you will flash it on your camera if you're following the directions that I'm demonstrating. So right now, I'm applying colors for the whole space of the Oslo paper. You need to color the whole space. For this art activity. Okay. Okay. Next, I will be using color green. When you are applying oil pastel, make it sure that there are no, at least there are no white surface that it still has no color. Make it sure that you are applying the color for the entire space of your Oslo paper. Next. It's up to you. You're free to apply wherever you want on your paper. So this is just my style of coloring. You can have your own style of coloring if you want, as long as you are applying colors for the whole space of the Oslo paper. So I have now the colorful part of my etching art. Now what I want you to do is to show your progress on your camera. Per color the better. So right now we will apply the dark color at the top surface of your artwork. Again, as much as possible, there are no white spaces left. Okay. Okay, you cover the entire space of your Oslo paper with black. Paano ko ibabalik saan?
Para malaki.
So I will etch the top surface or the black surface of the Oslo paper using stick. Okay. I'm using thick lines. I will be using the bottom part of the stick. Okay, Next, so for the mountain design, I want you to look at your Genio accounts so that you can use that as your reference for the designs. So there's a certain magic with this art activity. As you scrape the black surface, you will see the colorful surface under it with the designs that you have created. Right now. The zigzag pattern to represent the mountains of Kalinga. You can choose your own patterns on your artworks. And I want it to be meaningful for you. So it represents the journey in life, and if I want it to have a symbolism of heavenly guide, eagle. At the middle. If I want heavenly guidance. Then another symbolism for guidance will be the compass. So if you want to do compass, just for example, I will be doing compass. And then if I want harmony and unity, if I want harmony and unity to be represented in my artwork, I will be doing holding hands. So as you observe the Kalinga tattoo style, it's just like the style of your drawing during your elementary days. But it has more meaning than that. So if you look at this person, this is how we do person when we are in elementary, stickman. Okay? So Kalinga is a purely abstract symbols. So I'm finished with holding hands. So if you still have remaining spaces such as this, there's a big space on this area on both sides. Don't be afraid to put designs on it. I want you to be more creative in applying designs. Okay? And as you can see, I have a principle of balance in this pattern. Unity with the colors that I have used. I used the colors of that is dominant for Kalinga textile. So that it has a Kalinga inspired if I want to represent protection, I'll be doing the scorpion. So in making your etching design, I want it to be more personal to you, your personal choices. How will you represent your status in life using this etching art? So let's put another compass for this because there's a space for both sides. So I'm finished with my to see your artworks. I'll give you I want you to enhance more your artwork if it's not yet done. For your assignment, I want you to take a photo of your etching artwork and then log into your Genio account, go to shared blogs. Or how will you represent your status in life using this etching art? So let's put another compass for this because there's a space for both sides. Of the designs that I have chosen for my Kalinga inspired etching artwork. So I want you to write, let's pray in the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and will be forever. Amen. Venerable Ignacio del Espiritu Santo, pray for us. And the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Goodbye and thank you, class.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you for the sisters sa mga bata.
Okay. Sabi mo, Eman, naka-airpod. Sosyalin si Eman, naka-airpod. Ha? Okay.